So are you dealing with a current challenge in your life? Something that feels so difficult that you'd like to throw in the towel? You'd like to say no? Wondering what you got yourself into? Like standing up here doing this? It might be a new job. It might be exercising more. It might be working on a difficult relationship. So I've had a few throw in the towel moments in my life. But one of the ones that sticks out with me most is one of my earliest jobs, and they've told you how long I've been here, so you can imagine how long ago that job was. And I was an employee in the IRS call center collecting taxes. So imagine a then 20-year-old collecting taxes. My job was to sift through the facts and the emotions of the callers and figure out, did they really owe these taxes and how were they going to go about paying them? And I found myself really frustrated early on because all calls required me to go ask questions, seek assistance, and I began to feel like I was never going to get it. That maybe this just wasn't the job for me, and that I would never be able to work independently. And I kept asking questions, and I kept pushing forward, but I still had that feeling. And then as I was going home one day and I was reflecting on my day, I realized I'd made it through an entire day answering questions, resolving problems on my own. That was a big deal for me. And I tell you this story because that moment in my career has become a guidepost for me for the rest of my career. When things get tough, when I feel like I don't have it, I can't do it, I call on that moment in my life because what it does is it reassures me to trust myself and that if I keep pushing forward, I'm going to get there, right? That I got this feeling. That was what I was really after, and that moment has become my guidepost. I've also learned over the years to sit with discomfort. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That right here feeling, or that little voice back here that says, what the heck were you thinking? Why did you agree to that? Why did you decide to take that on, right? To sit with that discomfort because, again, my guidepost, it reminded me, I just keep pushing forward, one step at a time, and pretty soon, I've got this. So think about the time when you were last a rookie, knew what you were doing, whatever it is, that newbie. My last rookie experience was when I took the job that I have now. So I had previously worked my entire career in the compliance side of the IRS, collecting taxes, auditing tax returns, the stuff that people think about when they think of the IRS. And all of a sudden, I was moving to a job in the support side of the organization, and it was extremely high profile. I was going to be responsible for an 11-state area, 3,500 employees. Talk about pressure. And what was crazy about the job in the beginning is that seemingly simple problems had so many moving parts that it was really hard to get my arms around them. Meanwhile, people are waiting for me to make decisions, and I have no idea of the who, what, where, when, or why. It was a really awful feeling. And as time got by, you guessed it, one day I got this feeling. I'd gone through the day, gone through the week, resolving problems, addressing issues, and I got this feeling again. Each of you has an I got this moment. That time when you moved to the other side of that difficult challenge and realized that you were where you needed to be, you'd done what you needed to do. So I'm going to ask you for a moment right now to just think about, what is that time in your life, in your career, that was your I got this moment? You got it? So here's my challenge to you. When things get tough, when you feel like you want to throw in the towel, when that discomfort sets in and that little voice back there is talking to you, when you should tell it to shut up, right? Call on that I got this moment. Use that to propel yourself forward. Thank you.